The Steam there, it's still not working. It should be working. And $100 million in the bank, and each garage got to have a trailer. And I've got some rules and guidelines that I do this, and it's not like completely normal playthrough, which should have showed up. But when they typed in exclamation mark truck, but no, it is exclamation mark truck. I noticed that the last 2 days Streamlabs hasn't turned up. Let me just see if I can't fix it and find out. Well, Stream Elements. Let me just get Streamlabs. Okay, there should be no reason as to why it's not showing up. Yeah, I'm looking at doing a convoy at some point. Actually, hang on a sec. Let's see if I can't get it to work. Truck. Okay, there should be no reason at all for the commands not to be working. No reason whatsoever. Let me just check. Where's the commands? Yeah, it's on. Let me just there's the rules on that I'm playing with. But that is really bizarre that that's not connecting. At all. Yeah, so what we're looking at is I do seasons in this, and we currently just clicked over to spring, and I do 4 streams per season, and we're looking at why has it gone into neutral? When we finish a season, I go into next season. In between the seasons, I'll do a convoy mode for ETS and ATS. And people can join in, and we just muck about those streams. So basically, once a month. And the other possibility I was looking at was doing possibility, but lag might be an issue with it, is doing, instead of just mucking about, a sort of a competition, a sort of a trucking cannonball run. So we all start off in one delivery, and we've got to race to our delivery point. And the first one there obviously wins and stuff, but we could do it like a couple of destinations during the stream and have points like in a normal race season thing. And you get penalties for getting fined, speeding tickets, or crashing or tipping over and stuff like that. I was looking at doing something like that, but like I said, the problem is, we'll settle. Stopped a little too early. People with lag are going to have a bit of a disadvantage getting around the traffic and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, there will be sort of, well, I don't know, actually I was thinking, would it matter? As long as we sort of have close to the same trucks, maybe different brands but not modded ones. Because I got the 1,000 horsepower mod that, actually I got it from Steam Workshop, so it probably would work. for ATS, I think it is. But then that would go over, that'd be a totally unfair advantage. It's like having the same stability, not like same stability for the trailer setting, so tipping over would be a thing. But then I realised, of course in the game, if you tip over and stuff and you need a tow, you lose time, but in the combi mode you probably don't, because you're running together. Yeah, well see, because we'd also have to go, the person that would be the host would be the person with the least amount of DLCs.
Go straight.
Unless I make it that you have to have those DLCs, and I'd like to have like the, like for ATS have coast to coast at least, at the very least, so we've got a long distance we could travel and go to different locations and stuff, but for the moment, I'll probably just do the convoy stuff at the end, and I'll probably have to have a think about the convoy thing, the Cannibal Run race thing. But still, I'm wondering why Streamlabs and that stopped working. Maybe I need to log out and log back into everything, OBS, and... or is it just the beauty of my PC doing it? Well, the Volvo one's not an issue. You son of a... Why is it 50 through there? Still 50. Now it's 80. As soon as I hit the brakes to slow down. Oh dear. It's a John Deere. Yeah. But like I said, I mean, it wouldn't matter if you don't have... If we could get coast to coast, I haven't tried it out, whether coast to coast works or not. It wouldn't matter if you didn't have Wyoming, because coast to coast has got Wyoming. Oh, well, that's the other thing. We would have to, well, actually with coast to coast, thankfully, you still get links to coast to coast with certain DLCs. But Pro Mods is an issue for ETS, because with Pro Mods, same thing, you need the DLCs or all the maps. Yeah, I do. I alternate days. I'm in this view because I like to hear the sound of the engine, plus you get to see more of the scenery. And then at the end of this day, I'll switch back into cab view and do a day driving around in the cab. Get off the road. So I leave my window, what, leave your windows open, why? It's a fent. No, it's a offended. I'm getting offended that it's slowing me down. Oh, you hear the engine, yeah. Yeah. No, I like to hear the engine, the roar of the engine, depending on the truck. ATS it's better, because they sound a lot better. The only two decent trucks, well, the only really decent sounding truck in ETS is the Scanias. Mind you, this one's not that bad. But also because there's nice scenery, I like to get to see all the scenery, as well, much of the scenery as I can. It just gives us different variety with the stream. Yeah, that's the other bonus of me being in this view at the moment. No one knows I'm driving a Renault. Translation? Yeah, it's an old game. Came out in 2014. I played it when it first came out, and I haven't played it for a while, and then someone got it for me. Because I lost a lot of games because of I went from PC to PlayStation for a while and lost my Steam account because I couldn't remember the email and had trouble trying to get it back and that, so I had to do another one. So I lost a few games, which is that's one of them. But it's a good game. It's enjoyable, and it's about shipping, building your own shipping company, deliver cargo and stuff with cargo ships, while you've got an investor who's doing their damnedest to drive you into the ground. So the goal of it is to buy your investor out who gave you the starting capital, and she does her best. Scumbag Lydia is her name. Does her best to try and stop you from buying her out. What did I crash into? If it was my fault, I'd have to crash into someone that I saw that was in front of me, not out of nowhere. So yeah, and there's a little bit of logistics involved, because you've got to figure out what goes here and where to take it, and fuel costs, because all around the world different costs of fuel at different ports. And you only seen the second one. Everyone who played the first one really didn't like the second one. The second one was nowhere near as good as the first one. I don't think it did that well. And I mean, everyone I saw play it who played the first one didn't like the second one at all. And yeah, you just got to rank up, and so you can buy bigger ships, and certain ports can only take certain ships, and then you can get contracts as well. So you got to complete them within a deadline, and then you get your investor thrown in a contract every now and then, making it hard for you. The more money you make and the more ships you own, the more money she takes. Trans Road 1 or 2? I've never heard of that. Are we still in France, or are we in Spain? Looks like we're still in France. So I was thinking that you might have meant Transport Fever. Trans Road. No, I've never heard of that. What's that about? Oh, okay, I might have a look at that. Trans Road. Oh, hey, look at the time. It's 10 to 8. Got to look for a place to park. Yeah. Now, I've played Transport Fever 1 and 2. Quite a lot of 1. 2 I haven't that much. I was planning to stream it and play it because I need a reason to play it. Yeah, well, how old is it? Is it rather new, or is it a couple of years or something like that? Oh, okay, yeah, a lot newer than Transocean. I've been having a shocking time on Transocean the last, well, this week especially. I've gone into debt quite a few times. I bought a ship, and then straight after, me investor took a cut and ended up in debt. In the first stream I wasn't paying attention, and I keep losing money because I wouldn't make the deadlines because I wasn't checking them properly, and yeah, it's been a disastrous week. And yesterday's stream, like I said, I bought a new ship, and then the investor took me out, and I ended up in like about $10 million in debt or something. I didn't sink it. Just because I didn't stop and put the second fire out. It was only because I was going to be late. I was running late anyway. It was take the risk and not be too late, so I didn't get too much of a penalty. Instead, what did I do? It sunk, and I lost what, three cargo on it? 3 different loads of cargo on the blooming thing. But I wasn't the one that named it that. Yeah, and then I had to get a loan out to get myself back into the figures and pay that back, and then I got raided 3 times by pirates. Pirates had asked for first off $19 million or lose my ship, so I paid the $19 million. That put me into debt, and the second time they asked for $20 million, and then obviously since I become such a wonderful customer, they gave me a discount the third time around and just asked for $14 million. They had ships catching fire, had ships running into reefs, storms, all sorts of stuff. Making me late, so I got late penalties on my contracts. And Transroad USA, I think I actually remember seeing something about that, but not really had a good look at it. Right, we definitely need to find somewhere to sleep. There's $5,000 coming in. There's our interest repayment for the loan covered. Yeah, well, yeah, I might be able to. I've got to have a look at it. I'll have a look at it first and see. I've got quite a few other stuff. My other problem is the lack of money. So I've got to just, I'll have a look at it. If I like a look at it, I'll put it on a wish list to wait till it comes on special, and hopefully I've got the spare cash to grab it. New Zealand. I've got a whole other pile of games lined up, and one of them's Farming Simulator 22, which is the one I want to get first and foremost. And I've got some demos of some games that are coming out next year. Some really good ones. But then again, if I manage to actually do really well, they're supposed to pull in to sleep. Yeah, if I make a little bit of extra cash off doing these streams, well, they'll be actually dedicated to go to buying games anyway for the streams. Should I get gas while we're here?
I'll find a new
Actually, I'll go into cab view now since we're going to spend the day doing that.
Straight up, recomputing.
$43, yeah. The unfortunate thing is I'm on disability, so I don't get that much. Time to sleep. Sleep and eat. Look at that. Daylight at 10 to 7 in the morning. Couldn't find a job, couldn't you? You lazy beggar. Minus 1,645. Why is it I never see that figure on ATS? Couldn't find a job. Oh, yeah, how much did it cost me? $250. Oh, great. Yeah, what gear we in? Am I a little sore about it? Not at all. I like the fact that it seems more expensive to pay for everything in ETS over ATS. Well, you know. No comment. Come on, we wouldn't. It was even I knew at the beginning of this trip that by the time we got to the end of it, we won't have enough for 2 trucks. Even I knew that. I mean, we might have if we didn't have to spend the extra 29,000. But even so, another 115 grand is possible, isn't it? Because we've got to get the 101 from this, 101,000 for delivering this. But another 60 on top of that. You can wait. I don't think so.
Exit now.
What was the... No, it was set to 80, was it? Okay, fair enough.
Keep left.
Out of my way. Right, so... look, we're under the 1,000 mark for the amount of time left. How long, I reckon? It's 11 hours and 54 minutes, so we're looking at what, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock? So another whole day's driving. Don't know why I said it like that. I mean, even if I wasn't doing this big long delivery, I'll still be doing deliveries and I'll still be driving for the whole day. I'm sitting here hoping there's going to be a rush of income coming in from drivers. But you sort of know that some of them ain't going to be able to find a job. And we'll be back down to 180 soon as well because of the loan. It's currently 4:20 PM for me, so hopefully we can do this delivery in the next 40 minutes. And have enough time to buy another truck. Pumpkin pie. Never had a pumpkin pie in my life. Apple pie, indeed. Steak and cheese, mince and cheese, chicken pies, butter chicken pie, potato top pie, steak and kidney pie, pork and apple pie, lots of those, especially the mince and cheese and steak and cheese and mince pies and steak pies. Oh, and chicken and cranberry pie. Also. Never had pie? Pie is a staple diet down here. Breakfast, lunch or dinner. Meat pies, that is, not like fruit pies. But the big one is the steak and cheese pie. That's the big one. Potato top pie is like a cottage pie, but in a pie instead of in a dinner type thing. So your staple lunch would be a steak and cheese pie with a sausage roll and a cream donut. And it's not the round donuts that a lot of people know about, but it's nicer, to be honest. You reckon it's going to be close to you, Cozzy? Close to 5 o'clock? But it's just lucky I'm having a nice simple dinner tonight. It'd be really nice if I could get some takeaways for dinner, but no. That's definitely not within the budget. It's a treat these days. Actually, I suppose that's probably a lucky reason why I don't have a car, because if I did, I would convince myself a reason to go and spend $20 on Kentucky Fried Chicken. Actually, to be honest, it would be Kentucky Fried Chicken and then either that or Domino's, because I wouldn't have to spend $20 on Domino's to be able to get a delivery. Yeah, I've made myself really hungry and craving for some takeaways. Especially some Kentucky Fried Chicken. A double zinger works burger combo. That's if they haven't brought out another yummy special limited time burger of some sorts. Otherwise I'll be giving that a go. Or the double down. The double down burger comes out again. Oh, why am I keep talking about this? It makes myself hungry. Even worse when I mention the double down burger. Crikey. It's oh, it's so, yeah. I think I'm going to drown now because I've made my mouth water so much. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, and the billboards that go with it. They always turn up at the end of the stream when I start to get hungry. Never see them beforehand. I'm definitely going to need some fuel before we get in there. Yeah, I could tell by the lack of vegetation and... Are we though? Here we are. I was going to say 80 km/h speed limit. Hello, can we get in there? How are we going? Hey Murphy, I forgot you're there. El Spano. The home of some great TV shows. Things like Visitors or Locked Up in English, which is like Orange is the New Black. Pretty much the same actually, but way better. And Money Heist. And another great TV show all about, I'm trying to think who it is. Why do I keep thinking the name's Catherine? Oh, this means I have to go way to the right hand side for the road tolls now, isn't it? Now we're in Spain. Oh, it's a show about one of the kings and queens actually, but the main one's the queen. And I'm trying to think of the name of the queen. She's pretty well known. She was around when the Spanish Inquisition started and old Colombia found America. And follows her briefly as a child and how she became queen and her life as a queen to her death. Hello, ads.
Keep left.
Ads are done? Yeah. I'm still trying to think of the name of that show. I'm trying to think of her name. Queen something, Isabella. Queen Isabella? Yeah, I think that's it. Queen Isabella. Queen Isabel. Anyway, great show. They always manage to get really good actors that really suit the characters. One of her daughters got married to Henry VIII and was one of his wives he didn't end up killing. His first wife, actually, I think she was. Is it me? Is it a lot more sunny, a lot more brighter in Spain, even in the game?